Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another game from our 1970 season replay opening day with, of course, the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. It'll be Peters against Stottlemyre. So Gary Peters will get the start for the Red Sox. He was 16-11 for the actual season, I believe. And, yeah, I just checked it, so. And Mel Stottlemyre, who I believe was 15-13, I want to say. Peters did win 20 games in 1964. Yeah, 16-11 was Gary Peters. And Mel Stottlemyre, who had won 20 games the previous two seasons, 68 and 69. 21 and 68 and 21 and 20 and 69. 21 and 12 and 20 and 14. He was 15-13 in 1970. And Mel Stottlemyre, the longtime Yankees pitching coach. Anyway, for the Red Sox, it's going to be Mike Andrews, the second baseman, will lead it off. Reggie Smith. And as you can see, I turned it around a little bit here. I like it this way better. It's easier for me to see. So Reggie Smith is the center fielder, batting second. Guy Yastrzemski is the left fielder, batting third. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, George Scott. Batting fifth, Rico Petrocelli, the shortstop. Hitting sixth, Tony Conigliaro. In right, batting seventh, is Luis Alvarado. Batting eighth is going to be Jerry Moses behind the plate. And on the hill, batting ninth, is going to be Gary Peters. So that's the Red Sox lineup. And I wanted to thank one of the commentators from the last video I did. Nearly senior citizen there, yet gamer. Thank you for his comment that he enjoyed the game, even though he didn't understand a lot of it. And yeah, this is kind of even if you know baseball, it's kind of a hard game to understand. Just because I find this one and APA in games like this with all numbers here, until you get to know it, it is kind of what the numbers mean. It is kind of a hard game to follow here, and being not with a lot of graphics. Although there is tons of stats in this game, which I love. It's hard to kind of follow the actual flow of the game unless, you got a good narrator. Anyway, yep, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. I find this game is probably the hardest of the games, strat, inside pitch, to narrate, because you don't see a lot of it. And you have to, when the ball's hit to certain positions, you have to know what positions, who's playing what, which I don't always know. Give me the late 70s, yeah, probably. But definitely not the early 70s. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of the players, but not necessarily the positions of every player. But anyway, all right, so Mel Stottlemyre on the hill for the Yankees. He is a CZ, are his tags there. And those are ratings. And they have their meanings. And he's a righty on the hill. And he'll face Mike Andrews. So here's the windup and the pitch to Andrews. And yay, congratulations, Navy, as they'll beat Army 31-13. So, yay, Navy, upsetting Army, the 22nd ranked Army, I believe. Anyway, I always watch that because my brother went to the Naval Academy. It's from 76 to 80. Anyway, all right, let's roll the dice. And it's going to be a 6-3 result, which is a 31. And that's a fly out to center. So 1 up and 1 down for the Red Sox. They wouldn't win this game in actuality 4-3. And while this game doesn't have necessarily the greatest pitching matchup, it does have a decent one. Especially, the Yankees. Mel Stottlemyre probably a little more successful than Gary Peters, but still a decent matchup nonetheless. Neither Hall of Famers, though. All right, Reggie Smith up to the plate now. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a ground out back to the pitcher. Flips over to first, and that will do it for Reggie Smith. So 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Kyle Yastrzemski. 3 years removed from the Triple Crown, an MVP of the 1967 season. Here's a windup and the pitch to Yaz. And that'll be a ground out to third for out number 3. Out number 3. So after 1/2, it's the Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming up. Yankees line up against Peters. Peters is a lefty, the C rating and a Y. His pointed weakness is his downgrade is only a 5. I'll get back to Stottlemyre's later. I've got to check his. But his downgrade is 5, 5th inning. So Horace Clarke is the second baseman batting first. Thurman Munson, the catcher, will hit second. Batting third, Roy White in left field. John Ellis is the first baseman batting cleanup. Danny Cater, third baseman, hits 5th. Bobby Mercer in center will hit 6th. Kurt Blefary is the right fielder hitting 7th. Gene Michael is the shortstop hitting 8th. And on the hill, Mel Stottlemyre hitting 9th. So Clarke steps into the box. Peters looks in for the sign. Here's a windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a fly out to right for out number 1. Next up, Thurman Munson. And that's going to be a fly out to center. So 2 up and 2 down in the Yankee first. Brings up Roy White. And that is going to be a strikeout. So 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees in the first. And after 1 full, no score. Stottlemyre back on the hill. Stottlemyre's downgrade is 7 and cut off on 7. So he's a little bit more durable than is Peters. So George Scott, it'll be Scott, Petrocelli, and Canigliaro out for the Red Sox. So Scott playing first today. He can also play third, but he's playing first today. Switch hitting third baseman. Sorry there. Not switch hitting third base. Is that it? Is he a switch? No, I don't think he was a switch hitter. No, I've never seen him bat lefty. So that must be something else in this game. Anyway, here's the windup and the pitch to Scott, unless he was earlier on in his career, possibly. I wouldn't think so. No, he can't be, because righty on righty. So no, he wasn't a switch hitter. That must mean something else on here. Again, still getting to know some of the little nuances of the game. So Scott will foul out to third for out number 1. That'll bring up Richo Petrocelli, the shortstop. And that's going to be a home run. You got all of that one. That was a mistake by Stottlemyre. Left that one hanging. And Petrocelli will make him pay to put the Red Sox on top 1-0. As Petrocelli showing some power there. Tony C up to the plate now. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's going to be a double. So that's going to be a double. And Canigliaro reaches with an extra base hit. So 1 out with a runner on scoring position. 1 run already in the Petrocelli homer. Here's the windup in the pitch to Luis Alvarado, third baseman. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground out to second. That will move Canigliaro over to third, but now with 2 down. Jerry Moses, the catcher, up to the plate now. The pitch to him. And he'll fly out to center, but Red Sox do get on the board with a solo home run by Petrocelli, and it's 1-0 after 1.5. So Peters back on the hill now with a 1-run lead. Lefty looks in for the sign. John Ellis, the first baseman. It'll be Ellis, Cater, and Mercer up for the Yankees. Here's the pitch to Ellis. And that's going to be a double. And we are going to limit him there because we don't want him to get... Well, we do want him to get thrown out, but we don't want to admit that. So John Ellis, who's a slow runner, is able to leg out a double. So leadoff double. So a runner, just like that, is a runner in scoring position for the Yankees. Danny Cater up there now. Cater can also play first, playing third today. Ellis gets his lead. Peter looks in for the sign, looks back at the runners, and strikes him out. So a big strikeout there for Peters of Cater. And there's one down. Bobby Mercer, the dangerous Bobby Mercer, up to the plate now. Peters looks in for the sign, shakes him off, finds one he likes. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, no. And we got a double roll. That can't be good. That'll at least get one run home. That's going to be a triple. So Bobby Mercer with a triple into the gap will tie the score at 1. So just like that, the Yankees come back and tie the game, threatening to take the lead here. As Moses will go to the mound and talk to Peters. Goes back behind the plate. Blefary up there now. Blefary, the right fielder, steps into the box, trying to give the Yankees the lead. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's going to be a home run. So just like that, the Yankees score 3 and take a 3-1 lead. So the Red Sox lead short-lived, and the Yankees 4-3 now. I mean, 3-1. 4-3 would be the actual score of the game. But a lot of early scoring here first. So the Yankees with a 2-run lead now. Peters definitely left that one hanging, as Blefary makes him pay with a 2-run dinger. Gene Michael up there now, the number 8 hitter, shortstop. And that's a strikeout. So 2 down now for the pitcher, Mel Stottlemyre. And he'll strike out to end the inning, but damage done. A double, a triple, and a home run. And the Yankees are on top 3-1. Wouldn't have been quite as bad if it were the opposite way around, a home run, triple, and a double. But it's not, and it's 3-1 Yankees as we head to the third. Alrighty there, so the Red Sox back out there, back up to the plate. Stottlemyre now with a 2-run cushion. It'll be the pitcher's spot. And then Andrews and Smith for the Red Sox. So Peters up to the plate now. And possible error here. Nope. Flies out to right for out number 1. So top of the order, Andrews up to the plate now. Andrews 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he will be retired as he will strike out. So 2 up and 2 down in the Red Sox third. Reggie Smith grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. 2 outs, base is empty. And this time he'll pop out to third. So the Red Sox go in order in the third. And after 2.5, it remains Yankees 3, Red Sox 1. Horace Clarke will lead it off. Top of the order, Clark, Munson, and White for the Yankees. Peters back on the hill. Yep, so Horace Clarke is a switch hitter that bats both. I see it right there. What's this if I click this? Oh, current hit streak and season best. Nice. So you can make that go away. Cool. There's a lot of nice little features in this game, which I had forgotten about. Some of them. Anyway, so Horace Clarke up to the plate now. The switch-hitting Clarke will bat righty against the lefty Peters. Flew out to right his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit. So leadoff single for Horace Clarke. He is a fast runner. He'll be held on by Scott. Peters looks in for the sign, looks over at the runner. He has the windup in the pitch to Thurman Munson, who flew out to center his first time up. Oh, and that's going to be an error. Who was that on? That's going to be an E6 error, so that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Petrocelli. So that'll put runners at the corners with nobody out. So the Yankees threatening to add to their 3-1 lead. It'll be Roy White, who struck out his first time out. Red Sox could use a strikeout right now. Red Sox will bring the infield in. Oh, and Roy White gets a hold of one there, and it's a 3-run homer. Ouch. And that might be it for Peters, as the Red Sox scrambled to get somebody up in the bullpen. Ouch. Oh, boy. So just like that, the Yankees score 3 more, and it's now a 6-1 Yankee lead. Ouch. Yes, we decided to record this one. Regretting it now. Anyway. Nobody out still. Well, we're going to let him continue to pitch, as it looks like Bill Lee's getting loose in the bullpen. Bill Lee operated much out of the bullpen earlier in his career. So Peters on the ropes now. After he's definitely subject to the long ball today. So John Ellis doubled and scored his first time up. Oh, sorry, had a double. Yeah, and scored on the home run. Here's the line to pin the pitch. Sorry, on the triple he scored. Oh, and that's going to be a walk. So, not looking good for Peters. So Lee's almost ready yet. Well, it's going to take probably one more batter. So here's the windup in the pitch to Cater. Oh, no. And that's going to be a base hit. And that is going to be it for Peters, as he lasts just 2+ innings, allowing 6 runs, responsible for both base runners. And Red Sox are going to go to the pen early here. Where is he? Bill Lee, right there. So Bill Lee was in 11 games. He started 5, but looks like he's going to get some long relief now. He did pitch 3 2/3 innings in the actual game. So ouch. So Peters gets lit up early, and they're forced to go to the spaceman, Bill Lee. You have to double click on that. So Bill Lee, the lefty, will face the lefty Mercer. Runners on first and second. Bill Lee looks in for the sign. And we will limit his speed there. Here's the windup in the pitch to Mercer. And that's going to be a base hit that will load the bases. So bases loaded, still nobody out. Red Sox are going to play back for 2, trying to limit the damage. Brings up Clert Beffery. He had a 2-run home run his first time up. Yankees looking to blow this wide open early here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly to right. That will score 1 run, as Cater tags up and goes to 3rd. So runners at the corners now with 1 down. Another run in, 7-1 Yankees. Here's the windup in the pitch to Michael, who struck out his first time up. And another sacrifice fly to center this time. Smith gets it back and they cut it off. And it's now 8-1 New York. Two down now. So Stottlemyre struck out his first time up. Oh, Stottlemyre gets a base hit. Mercer with 2 outs was on the run on the crack of the bat. And he goes to third, so that'll put runners at the corners. Yankees looking for more, up by 7. And Clark will strike out to end the inning mercifully. But the Yankees plate 5 runs, highlighted by the 3-run homer by Roy White. And it's now an 8-1 New York lead. So Stottlemyre with a comfortable lead now. He'll face Yastrzemski, Scott, and Petrocelli. If anybody gets on Canigliaro, Red Sox got to start chipping away now. Down by 7. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Stottlemyre flips over to first for out number 1. So the boomer George Scott up there now. And Scott will ground out to short for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down, and the Red Sox 4th. Petrocelli responsible for the only Red Sox run with a solo home run. Back in the 2nd. Steps in the box. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he'll ground out to second to end the inning. So the Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the 4th. And after 3.5, it's 8-1 Yankees. Bill Lee back on the hill. Thurman Munson up there now. Reached on an error. He came around the score. 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll fly out to center for out number 1. So Lee's going to have to go quite a distance here today. Eat up some innings and give the Red Sox a chance to get back into the game. Roy White, 3-run homer his last time up. 1 for 2 on the day. Oh, and Roy White with another chance. So, can he go back-to-back with another home run? Yes, he will. So Roy White tees off on Lee. And it's now a 9-1 game. So 2 home runs for Roy White. John Ellis up there now. John Ellis, 2 runs scored. Alrighty today. He's walked and doubled. And make that 2 for 2. As he'll get a single. So the Yankees continue to hit off Red Sox pitching. So 1 out and 1 on for Danny Cater. Cater 0 for 1. 1 for 2. And that'll be a 4-6-3 double play, which will end the inning. The Yankees tack on another one. It's 9-1 after 4. Stottlemyre back on the hill. Canigliaro up to the plate. Doubled his first time up. Flies out to left for out number 1. Alvarado up there now. That's a base hit for Alvarado. So 1 out base runner for the Red Sox. Jerry Moses flew out to center his first time up. And that is going to be a... What do we got going here? So it's going to be a fielder's choice. Should have saw the V. So 2 outs now. The run first. Lee is going to hit for himself. Here's the windup in the pitch by Stottlemyre. Come on, error. Oh, Lee will fly out to center. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the top of the 5th. So halfway through, it's the Yankees with a commanding 9-1 lead. Bill Lee back on the hill. Bobby Mercer up. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. And it'll be a ground out to short for out number 1. Blefary up there now. 2-run homer his first time up. And another RBI with a sacrifice fly. So 3 RBIs on the day for Blefary. he gets another hit. That's a base hit. So 1 out and 1 on. They're going to play him back at Bleffery. Down by 8. Red Sox down by 8, I should say. Brings up Gene Michael. And Michael would draw the walk, so that'll put a runner in scoring position for Mel Stottlemyre. Stottlemyre 1 for 2 on the day. And Stottlemyre gets his second hit of the day. Everybody hitting for the Yankees today. They're top to 12 hits now. And that'll score another run to make it 10-1 New York. So Horace Clarke up to the plate now. Yankees fans loving it. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll fly out to right. And Michael will hold at second. So 2 down now. Thurman Munson reached down to error. 0 for 3 officially. Came around the score. That's going to be a base hit. That'll score another run. Stottlemyre over to third. The runners at the corners. 11-1 New York now. New York with a double-digit lead as the Yankees keep pouring it on. And that'll load the bases. Wow. So nobody warming in the Red Sox pen. It looks like it's Lee's game for now. John Ellis up to the plate. And mercifully strikes him out to end the inning. But the Yankees tack on another 2. Yankees have scored in every inning except for the first. Putting up crooked numbers in 3 of those 4 innings. And it's 11-1 after 5 full. Stottlemyre enjoying the 10-run lead. Mike Andrews up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. And that's a ground out to short for out number 1. This game is much different than the game we just recorded with the pitcher's duel there between McDowell and McNally, which McNally won 1-0 on the solo home run by Boog Powell in the top of the 10th. This game much different than that, at least on the Yankee side of it. So Yastrzemski up there now as Smith reaches on a single. So 1 out and 1 on for the captain. Here's the pitch by Stottlemyre, and he'll pop out to third, get underneath that one. The short, sorry. So 2 down now. Scott will try to continue the inning here. Scott 0 for 2 on the day. And Scott strikes out to end the inning. So the Red Sox managing just 1 run on 4 hits. Yankees 11 runs on 13 hits as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bill Lee back on the hill. Cater up there now. Oh, God. 61. And that's a double. And that's going to be it, I think, for Bill Lee. Oh, boy. I have no idea who to even bring in here. I think Ken Brett just hit. No, I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking of my 1977 replay. Ken Brett just pitched. So let's check here. Let's get a pure reliever here. Alright, looks like it's going to be Chuck Hartenstein. He's not that great, but he'll be in for some mop-up duty here. So Chuck Hartenstein comes in. Or Steen. He'll face Bobby Mercer. The runner in scoring position. Nobody out. The righty kicks and delivers. And Red Sox pitching continues to struggle as Mercer draws the walk. First and second. Nobody out. And he'll get a strikeout for out number 1. Michael up to the plate now. Switch hitting. Will bat lefty against the righty Hartenstein. And that'll be a ground out as both runners advance. Fielder's choice or retire Michael. So 2 down now with 2 runners in scoring position for Stottlemyre, who's 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Oh, it looks like he's going to go 3 for 4. So a 2-run single for Stottlemyre as Stottlemyre pours it on. Stottlemyre with 3 hits on the day. Oh my God. It's 13-1 Yankees. Ouch. You're a Red Sox fan, this is a hard game to call. Stottlemyre back on the hill. He's reached his point of weakness there, 7th inning, but they're going to keep him in there as he's given up only 1 run on 4 hits. Petrocelli up to the plate now. 1 for 2 with a home run. And he takes a ball. And that'll be a ground out to second. So 1 down now in the Red Sox 7th. Brings up Conigliaro. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Flies out to left for out number 2. Alvarado up there now. Flies out to left also. And the Red Sox go in order in the 7th. 7th inning stretch time here in New York. Take me out to the ball game, which we're not going to sing. Yankees with a comfortable 13-1 lead. Red Sox unable to chip away as the Yankees keep adding on. They've scored in every inning except for the first. Hartenstein back out there for his 2nd inning of work. Munson up to the plate now. Munson 1 for 4 on the day. Has scored a run and driven in 1. Draws the walk. Roy White up to the plate now. White with 2 home runs on the day. 4 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. 2 for 3 officially. Oh, and that's going to be an error. So on E5, the error on the 3rd baseman, Alvarado, puts runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody on. Yankees threatening to score for their 6th inning in a row. Ellis up to the plate now. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, yeah. Possible double increase to a home run, so hoping for a number higher than 43. Nope. So 11 to 46. We'll plate the Yankees 3 more runs. Oh, and thankfully, it's only going to be 2 runs, I think. Yep. So 2 runs will come around the score, and Ellis's double just missed getting out of there. But 2 more runs, and it's 15-1 Yankees. So a laugher here in New York. Hartenstein is out there on an island by himself. Cater up to the plate now. And he'll ground out to 2nd as Ellis moves up to 3rd. So 1 down now. Bobby Mercer having a good day, 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. RBI and 2 runs scored. And he'll get another single. That will plate another Yankee run. It's 16-1 now. As the Yankees continue to pour it on, no matter what Red Sox pitcher's in there. Leffery up there now, takes the ball. Mercer gets his lead off first. Flies out to left for out number 2. Gene Michael, 0 for 2. One of the only Yankees who's without a hit on the day, although he does have a RBI and a run scored, as he has walked. And he strikes out to end the inning. But the Yankees plate 3 more, and it's 16-1 after 7 full. Stottlemyre keeps going strong there. Stottlemyre in the face Moses. Red Sox need a miracle now. Speaking of Moses. Here's the windup in the pitch to Moses. Moses 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll reach on the single. So Hartenstein will be called back. His day is done. See who the Red Sox use for pinch hitters, if any, today. They did not use any pinch hitters today, so we'll have to decide for ourselves. We'll use... Guess we'll go with Dick Schofield. Dick Schofield will come in to pinch hit. Switch hitter comes in. And down by that many runs, Moses will run for himself. Schofield up to the plate now. Here's the windup in the pitch by Stottlemyre. And fittingly hits into a double play. 6-4-3 double play. And that will empty the bases for Mike Andrews. So nothing going right for the Red Sox today. Although they did score first. They had a 1-run lead. But then it's been all Yankees after that. And Andrews will ground out to third to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox trailing by 15. And I'm almost thinking we should let Schofield pitch. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to let Dick Schofield pitch. That's what they usually did when there was a big lead there. So we're going to let Schofield pitch. Down a position player here. Down by 15. Stottlemyre up to the plate now. Oh yeah, he's the pitcher. And another base hit. 3 hits now for Stottlemyre. Oh boy. Horace Clark up to the plate now. Clark 1 for 5 on the day. And he flies out, so Schofield retires and out here. Hey, he can't do any worse than the Red Sox pitching today, so might as well let him pitch. Alright, so Stottlemyre at first. 1 down. Brings up Munson 1 for 4. And he strikes out, so Dick Schofield gets a strikeout. Looks into the Red Sox dugout there and gets a cheer from the Red Sox players who know this game is over, but they're going to have some fun anyway. So Dick Schofield with a strikeout of Thurman Munson. Munson looks back disgustedly. Can't believe he struck out to a position player. Anyway, Roy White up there now is having a big day. Roy White with a pair of home runs. 4 runs batted in. Big part of the Yankee offense today. And that'll be a double. That will score a run. So Schofield, like all other Red Sox pitchers, is not unscathed. Is going to give up a run. So it'll bring up John Ellis 3 for 4 on the day. And that's going to be a base hit. Runner in second is thrown out at home. So Schofield just gives up the 1 run. Definitely, arguably, he's probably the best pitcher today. Well, not even arguably. He's definitely the best Red Sox pitcher today, giving up only 1 run. 1 earned run. In 1 inning of work. Striking out a batter. Anyway, top of the 9th here. Red Sox last chance. 16 to tie, 17 to go ahead. Stottlemyre will try to get the complete game here. Reggie Smith 1 for 3 on the day. Red Sox players just wanting this one to end. Understandably. And Smith will ground out to short for out number 1. Yastrzemski up there now. Yastrzemski 0 for 3 on the day. Red Sox are just 5 hits today. And Yastrzemski will strike out swinging for out number 2. Red Sox down to the last out. George Scott 0 for 3 on the day. And George Scott will deliver a 2-out double. why I'm bothering, but anyway, Rico Petrocelli has provided only offense today for the Red Sox, 1 for 3 with a solo homer. He has the wind-up and the pitch to Rico. And he'll pop out to short, to mercifully end the game. And the Yankees all over the Red Sox today. Ouch. 17-1. So we're going to get through this quickly. Definitely regretting recording this game. I'm sure ID Gesture and other non-Red Sox fans are having a field day if they've lasted this long. Our Red Sox fans probably shut this off a long time ago. Alright, 0407 it looks like, right? So the actual game they won 4-3, but this one they will lose handily 17-1. Wow. Oh, that one hurt. 1. Alright, and I did play a couple of games in between the last game I recorded for this, so let's save it. Ooh, that's painful. Definitely no holds, and wasn't even close to getting a blown save because it wasn't even close enough, but ooh, that was painful. Oh yeah. I really don't want to include this, but I'm gonna. Alright, let's take a look at the pitching line first. So Mel Stottlemyre will get the complete game, going all 9 innings. 6 hits, just 6 hits allowed, 1 run, it was earned, 3 walks, and just the homer to Petrocelli is only blemish on the day, facing 32 batters. So for the Red Sox, Gary Peters lasted just 2+ innings, giving up 6 hits, 8 runs, 6 of which were earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. Bill Lee, not much better. 3 innings of pitched, 8 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he allowed a home run also, facing 18 batters. Chuck Hartenstein, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, facing 12 batters. And Dick Schofield, the Red Sox pitcher of the day, pitching 1 inning, allowing 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned, got a strikeout, facing 5 batters. So the Yankees hitting stars for the day, we're probably going to give... we could arguably give Mel Stottlemyre the pitching star of the day, but we're going to give it to the man who hit 2 home runs, Roy White, 3 for 5, 2 homers, 3 runs scored, and a double. 5 runs batted in, also walked once. John Ellis, hitting star number 2, 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. And hitting star number 3, actually, Clark Bleffery, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, including a 3-run homer. And also, well, we'll give Mel Stottlemyre hitting star there, number 4, 4 for 5. Yes, 4 hits for Mel Stottlemyre, the pitcher, with 1 run scored and 3 runs batted in. But player of the game, definitely Mel Stottlemyre overall, both pitching and offensively. Overall, player of the game, Mel Stottlemyre, definitely. So that's it. Painful loss for the Red Sox, but thankfully it only counts as 1 run. Red Sox left 4 runners on base. They just didn't get anybody on. And the Yankees left 8, in addition to scoring their 17 runs. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back with another game from the 1970 1970 replay using National Pastime 3 Baseball. So again, if there's any games you guys want to see coming up in the 1970 schedule, we're still on opening day, 1970. In fact, let's take a look here. I did play a couple other games. So let's take a look at those results. Right here, let's take a look here. So I did play the Angels and Brewers. The The Brewers won 6-4. I played the Oakland Athletics at the Kansas City Royals, and that was an exciting game. That was a 1-0 game. That didn't go in extra innings, I don't believe, though. And that was Blue Moon Odom getting the win over Wally Bunker, 1-0. And again, the game we just recorded, the 1-0 game, with Boog Powell hitting the solo homer in the top of the 10th. So these are the limited standings so far, right there. So still a couple more games to play on opening day. I think we still have Tigers at Senators with Earl Wilson at Casey Cox. Reds at Dodgers, Gary Nolan, Claude Osteen. That's a pretty good matchup. Cubs at Phillies with Fergie Jenkins against Chris Short. Mets at Pirates with Tom Seaver going against Steve Blass, another good one. Braves at Padres with Phil Niekro facing Pat Dobson. And one more, Astros at Giants. Good one there, Larry Durker and Gaylord Perry. So if there's any of those games you want to see from opening day, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just probably pick one. I'll probably do at least one more from opening day. So we'll see. So some good matchups there coming up. But anything you want to see, let me know. If not, I'll just pick one and go with it. So take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next game of our National Pastime 3 replay. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.